I'm on a mission to provide affordable and free shelters for the citizens of Joplin, Missouri, as well as everyone in Tornado Alley that has to deal with tornado warnings and surviving tornadoes for that matter across the nation every year. I was inspired by something as simple as a child's playground. My initial perception would have been, that's just a fluke. But when you observe, you often find the truth. And in the observation, I found that nearly every playground in Joplin survived, some with little damage, some with no damage. One of those playgrounds was in a restaurant right on Rangeline Road. Everything else was flattened around it, but the playground stood proud. The composite materials used in playgrounds are often polyethylene and polypropylene. These plastics that make up those composites are often recycled or just thrown away. So many industries will either donate them to us or even pay us to take them. So now I have a plan, I have a material, and I have a way to make affordable shelters. The next thing we had to do was develop a way to use these composite materials in a shelter. We still needed to meet FEMA guidelines, and we still wanted to make people happy with, hey, I've got a shelter that can take anything, including EFJoplin. So what we created to do what we needed to have done was the T-block. Now we take our blocks and we prepare them for rebar. And the way we do that is we have volunteers basically that come in and help us drill holes in each block. The volunteers understand how important it is that the children of Joplin and the families of Joplin have shelters and know they have a safe place to go. Because anytime it storms now, they all worry that it may be another tornado or is my family going to survive this time? Providing a shelter to a family and a child that's going through these type of emotions is key in their well-being. It's like you cure them of a disease. It really brings peace of mind to them and allows them to function more normally on a day-to-day basis. Once the shelter walls and the rebar are all tied together, we add a piece of plywood or a sheet of metal to the back side of that wall section. We assemble the wall sections together and we fill those voids with concrete. It's an estimated 20 million people are in need of storm shelters. So if we were able to provide 50 shelters a day, it'd still take us 136 years to meet the demand. As far as strength, you can be the judge of that. This is a 4-inch piece of concrete. I can break it with one hit from my sledgehammer. Our composite material, however, is only inch and a half thick. You can take multiple hits with the same type of blows from the same hammer from me, the same person. Now I can throw a hammer pretty easily at 60 feet per second, which is pretty fast, but nowhere near as fast as a tornado can throw debris with the type of force it has. But this will give you an idea of just how tough the composite can be. To be certain we exceed the FEMA guidelines for storm shelters, we have a third-party engineering firm and lab that validate our test results and do their own tests on our blocks to make sure that we are EFJoplin strong. Because we potentially can recycle millions of pounds of these plastics, we're very good for the environment, and we're able to keep those resources in local economies. So at the end of the day, it's a win-win. We provide shelter, peace of mind, and we're helping the environment.